Hey, Aquarius, intuitive soul coach here with your June 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Aquarius, your key themes for the month of June, you have shadow work followed by letting go. So this is a very intense, but yet powerful energy here. A lot of you have been working on some deep emotions, some buried traumas. You may have even went through what is called sometimes the dark night of the soul. There's been a lot of inner healing that you have been working through here, Aquarius, whether this is post-traumatic stress disorder. Some of you, this could even be inner childhood wounding and healing, because you see the two children there. This can be about addictions, buried emotions, and trauma. You may have even been seeking out counsel from a therapist, a counselor, a healer, a Reiki practitioner. I'm getting here a shaman for some of you Aquarians as well. So working with others, working with your own higher self, your own intuition, and your own spiritual beings to help you move through some very deep and heavy emotions. The beautiful piece of this is the month of release, because a lot of you have been feeling triggered, or you have been feeling that things were just coming at you every which way. You may have had quite a deep surge of emotions and intense feelings show up, and it may have felt like they came out of the blue, but really what was happening here for you, Aquarius, is your soul was ascending. And sometimes when your soul ascends, we go through these ascension symptoms, because we need to have the body kind of keep up with that energy, and that body needs to release old things, right? Old things that have been suppressed and locked down. This is about you bringing it to the surface in order to feel it, to heal it, to let it go. This talks about goodbyes, growth, closure, life lessons, ascension, and going more with the flow from here on out, instead of constant resistance, constant adversity and challenges. Now, it doesn't mean you're never going to have another challenging opportunity come into your world, but I do feel like there's a heavy release of something that may have been really a burden, right? A heavy burden that you have been carrying. And it could be in finances, it could be in love. We do have the Lover's card showing up. We do have the Seven of Swords, so some sort of betrayal. It can be somebody may have been wearing a false mask. You weren't able to necessarily see what they were putting out there until it was too late. Now, there's a message coming in, because one of your other key themed cards here is messages. So this could be incoming news, it could be an announcement, or important communication. Whether this is with someone in your energy, this could be with your higher self. For a lot of you, I feel like this is your own intuition telling you here, Aquarius, job well done. You've completed this chapter here. You've learned some valuable soul lessons that your soul chose to experience here on earth. Now it's on to the next phase. So there's some sort of communication coming in here. I feel that's going to be good. It's going to be healing. It's going to be reassuring in a sense as well. Now, some of you may be working with or calling in new energy, such as, maybe a psychic, a seer, a healer. This could be someone very nurturing, very mothering. It could even be a close friendship as well. And if you're looking for love, we have the Page of Cups showing up here. So there certainly could be a new beginning when it comes to love. But I feel like a lot of you may not be looking for love right now because you're focused on your healing, maybe your finances. But we're going to talk about love here shortly. Now, your first card out here, we have the Death and the Page of Cups. So yeah, you've definitely been undergoing a major transformation. We see that here in your themed cards. This is all about you changing old patterns or old behaviors that no longer suit you, okay? That no longer help you, but they hinder you. Hence, needing to change them, right? When it comes to money, this is about changing the way that you handle money, how you view money. Money is an energy exchange. It's a currency, right? That is based on that flow, reciprocity, equal give and take here. And if there is a career that you are in where you're not being compensated fairly, or if you feel like there's a relationship that's one-sided, I feel like that's about to change here for you. And the way that you are dealing with the situation is different than how you've dealt with it in the past because you've done the work here. So again, Aquarius, I'm so proud of you. This is difficult to do, but a lot of spiritual beings that come to Earth, the most spiritual beings that I've known have gone through some of the most challenging things, right? Sometimes our soul comes here just to experience. We don't necessarily need to evolve on such an intense, deep spiritual level, but others of us choose to go in deep, right? So when this Page of Swords shows up here, excuse me, Page of Cups, there could be a new creative venture that you are heading towards in your career or in your love life. There's a twist here happening. And the twist is happening because you're changing, again, those old patterns or behaviors. And because you're doing that, you're actually opening yourself up to a whole plethora of new opportunities coming in. So I love this. This energy here, the Death card is like that phoenix rising from the ashes. And it's interesting to note that, there's feet up in the air and there's a pig with wings. So it's almost that energy of, yeah, when pigs fly, right? That may never happen. We need to bring it down to reality. And that's what it is that you're doing here. And it may be this message that you've been waiting on. I feel like it's coming in to give you a sign, or it could be the go ahead to let go of maybe an old job that you were at or a current job that you're at, put in your 2-week notice, resign. Maybe some of you are heading towards retirement. Maybe you thought this moment would never come, but I feel like it's here. So very, very powerful month for you. When it comes to love, some of you may have been timid because you've been hurt in the past. This could be timid love, too shy to take action, heart closed at times where you've wore your heart on your sleeve in the past just to get burned. Right? I feel like this is that childlike enthusiasm, finally opening up, feeling vulnerable in love, and being able to see people for who they are without bringing triggers from the past in. I hope that makes sense. So in the middle here, we have the 5 of Wands combined with the 4 of Cups. So when the 5 of Wands shows up, if you are partnered up, this can be at times bickering, going back and forth, right? Someone may have an ego, right? A higher ego, which we talk about here. We talk about the ego self. So this could be you, Aquarius, or someone in your world. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be. For others of you, it's a family member. It's children squabbling. It could be back and forth between siblings or parents or friends or people at work. It can be gossipy energy as well. But the 5 of Wands is tension. And you're wanting to release tension by opening up to a new opportunity, which we just talked about. But the 4 of Cups can mean that you're still attached to something, or you may be withdrawing affections because there is indifference here. So you're withdrawing. You're saying, I don't want to be a part of this gossip or this, competition or this energy here where everybody is debating, or there's just lack of leadership here. There's too much criticism. And I feel like you're getting bored or getting tired of it here. Now, this could be within your own self, right? Sometimes, Aquarius, we get sick and tired of our own BS and we know we got to change it, right? We take accountability and responsibility. Now, this could also be, other people around you. And I certainly see that with the 5 of Wands. There's a lot of people here. So I just feel like you're getting tired of the old, and that is why you're letting go. You're letting go of something that's been challenging for you. Now you have here 3 of Pentacles and 7 of Swords, and you actually have 2 bonus cards. No other sign here, Aquarius, received 2 extra tarot cards. They did on the themes, but you received a couple of bonus cards, and they're major arcana, so I'm excited to share them with you. However, your final 2 here in this row are the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. So this is about you staying positive and working through those differences. Now, some of you are saying, well, Melissa, you just said that, it's time to let go of that. Sometimes working through those differences can be letting go of old grievances, old judgments, old hurt, old criticisms, right? It's doing the work and still allowing yourself to be in that situation, but not being drugged down to the level of someone else, right? Their negativity, not letting their negativity affect you any longer. You're good at your work. Aquarius. You're good at what you do. People notice you. You have a lot to offer. This is about you working through differences because someone may be trying to get away with something. They could have been sneaky. There could have been compromise needed and required. I also feel like there was something around the energy here of maybe risky business, or someone may not have wanted to move forward because they were trying to hoard everything. Now, I feel we'll talk about love, but I'm getting more work or family related here, where someone wasn't pulling their weight or being the team player because they wanted to hoard something all for themselves, right? Maybe they didn't want to give you a raise. Maybe the boss said, sorry, we'll give you a promotion. Come back in 3 months, come back in 3 months. They kept pulling your chain, and maybe it kept you in that environment by their word. But someone may have been holding off because they were hoarding, everything for themselves. Maybe it was money. Maybe it was a power play or a power struggle. For others of you, there was a third party affecting the energy. It doesn't have to be cheating, but it could be with the Three of Swords. For some of you, it could be that someone's family member was interfering with the relationship, right? It could be someone's gossip, right? Because we have Five of Wands. It could be someone gossiping about another person that you've worked with, and someone got into that fight or flight mode. Sometimes that Seven of Swords is about self-preservation, needing to do what they need to do to get away from a situation. And so some of you, this Seven of Swords could be you, right? Preserving your mental health, being able to move on, let go of a situation that no longer serves you. Now, the final two cards here for you, Aquarius, you have the Magician and the Lovers. So I love these major arcanas coming in together, Gemini energy, but we also have here with this a strong spiritual connection, right? With that Magician. This is all about intuition and connecting to the spiritual realm to bring it down to reality, right? When it comes to money, trust your intuition because you can manifest quickly. Your thoughts become your reality. So when you have the Lovers next to this, when it comes to money, there could be combined resources. This is a very collaborative energy here where you may be leaving behind the old to make way for new, because a lot of you have been going through challenges or difficulties in terms of career, right? For others of you, this is relationships. Maybe you've been single here and you've had to work on your own self in order to raise your frequency and your vibration, and now you're ready, right? What you don't see coming. That's why these are bonus cards here, because the Magician energy is a very, very highly in tuned spiritual connection, where both of you you meet each other on a soul level. It's more than just that surface, which we talk about here. You're able to actually see. This could be twin flame energy for some of you, not all of you, because that shadow you see here with the cats, they're mirrored energies here. So some of you, not all of you, may be dealing with or have dealt with a twin flame union. Now, the Lovers card as well, this is about mutual caring attraction. So a lot of love here if you are dealing with someone in your world. I do feel here someone may have hurt you, or there could have been some valuable soul lessons that you've chose to have with someone, but you're being asked to let go of either a habit, a pattern with that death energy here. You're asked to change the way that you view a situation in order to move forward, okay? Because it's not doing any good holding on to these shadows. You've learned a very valuable lesson, Aquarius. You don't need to go back and keep repeating it. And that's why you have the Magician showing up here as well. So very powerful. I love these messages. All right, let's dive into career, income, wealth, and money. You have the award, you have the chess, and you also have the watch. So it looks really, really wonderful in terms of money. Okay, I see that your intuition is on par here. There is collaborations coming in. You're getting notice with that Three of Pentacles. A lot of you are changing your attachment or your beliefs around money. I feel like some of you have a new creative idea that's going to pay off in a big way as well. Some of you may be winning money. There could be a payoff for your effort, recognition. You are getting an advancement in your career. This could be professional work or fame. Some of you Aquarians may be spiritual influencers, coaches, healers, social media influencers, actors, whatever it is here. I mean, it doesn't have to be those things, but I certainly sense you're getting noticed. And for those of you that have been putting resume after resume out there, I feel like June is the month that you are noticed for your skills and you're manifesting this opportunity because you're letting go of the past rejection and you're moving forward into a new energy. And some of you will receive that message or email or call that you've been waiting for. Powerful. Now we also have the chess card. This is your second card up when it comes to money. This is all about strategy, right? Wise spending, long game. Now some of you may be in the military, you may have strong leadership skills, or you're really thinking some important decisions through, but I feel like you're making the right moves, right? Because you know what it feels like to make the wrong moves, or you know what it feels like to sit too long on something. You can pass an opportunity by, but I feel like you're ready to make some sort of a move here with the chess card. And it's going to profit, right? You have the watch card, and this is about profiting. It is divine timing. It is ready to seize the moment because some of you went through a little bit of a waiting period, hence the shadow side, right? Maybe you were laid off. Perhaps you were going through a temporary setback when it came to finances. But June is the month where things start to move forward once again, and you come into more alignment with what your soul truly desires and seeks. So beautiful cards when it comes to career and wealth as well. So when it comes to love, you have here codependency. You have this could be the one, and you also have religious factors. But as soon as religious factors came out, I was receiving soul connection, soulmate. It could even be, like I said, twin flame. But this is a spiritual union. You may already know who this person is. It could be someone you're calling in, or it could be part of your soul tribe, a family member, a friend, a loved one. There's something going on here with the background. And what I mean by that is you have some very important lessons, or you did, to learn from this person. And that's why something didn't quite jive, because the backgrounds were very, very similar, but at the same time, there was a disconnect, okay? And it says your love life is influenced by your upbringing or spiritual path, whether it's religious or not. I feel like there is a spiritual path here, a spiritual lesson, a soul contract being met here, or already something that you've gone through, but it's still affecting your energy. And I feel like it's time to let go of that cycle. It could be a karmic cycle for some of you as well if it comes to love. You may have needed to learn to release from codependency, addictions, right? It can be addictions, it can be codependency, whatever that devil energy is. We don't have the devil in here, but we do have the death. And I do feel that sometimes when you're going through that cocooning process in the death, when you're in that in-between stage, that can feel sticky, and we can add on devil traits, characteristics, right? So there may be something that you're learning in this lesson, and that's why you had to dive in and take a look at how are you being codependent? How is another person? Does this stem from childhood? Is this something that I'm trying to control? So you've been asking yourself, Aquarius, the deep questions in life, in relationships, in career, and in your health. I am getting health for a lot of you here. Please see the disclaimer in the description box below. But some of you may have had something go on with the heart chakra area. This can be anxiety, depression, loneliness, anger, bitterness. I feel like there's a release, there's a letting go. I'm also getting something here with grief counseling, or something along the lines of heart. Again, I just said that, but I feel like also legs, movement. So it could be anything in that root chakra, hips, legs, knees, ankles, feet, and toes. Okay, I mean, that's a broad spectrum, but anything in that root chakra there. You may have suffered from a twisted ankle. Some of you have pressure on the knees. You may have sciatica where the hips come together. Please seek a professional, but you may benefit from massage work, body Reiki energy. I'm getting here pressure point therapy as well. I'm also getting, and this hasn't come up for maybe ever in a reading here, but I'm getting red light therapy. So it's something you may want to look into, red light therapy. And there could be something with seasonal depression disorder as well, or different climate shifts. There could be benefits coming in from that red light therapy. Please do your own research and talk to your medical professional, but that's what I'm getting on an energetic level. And then you have, this could be the one. You've already met, or you are about to meet the romantic partner you seek, right? A lot of you are already in this relationship, or you've already been in this relationship that came into your world to teach you a lot about who? Numero uno, yourself, right? This is you learning and growing and being able to see your own shadows through that of another person at times. And yeah, that can be difficult, but I feel like you're letting go of some grievances, letting go of some pain. And this could be family dynamics as well. You may want to check out your love and family reading for June. All right, so we're going to take a look at your soul truth cards. I recommend jotting these questions down if you want, coming back and revisiting them, jotting down the soul action. Are you willing, Aquarius? You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, there's uncertainty and imperfection ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. That's that death energy as well, stretching yourself. It is being able to fight in that cocoon energy, right? I don't know how much you know about the process of an actual caterpillar turning into that butterfly, but it fights, right? When it's in that cocoon process, it's trying to fight for its survival. And that's that Seven of Swords, right? It's trying to fight to get out of that sticky, gooey mess that it's in. And it may think that it's dying, right? And what do we do when we think that we're dying? We go into that fight or flight. We have superpowers, right? We have this adrenaline rush. And so what's happening at times is some of you, your adrenals may feel fatigued because you've been in that cocoon period. And I feel like you are breaking free from that. And that's why you have this letting go. So today's soul action, be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Lift the lid on that cocoon, right? Today's mantra. This is something you can write on your refrigerator or a notepad on your refrigerator, right? You can put this on your mirror. You can put this in your wallet or your purse. It's possible. Or even better yet, I'm possible. Because remember, the word impossible itself spells I'm possible. So I want you to tell yourself, I'm possible, it's possible. This is something you're manifesting in your world. But you got to be willing here. Don't give up. We have, from whom can I release my judgment right now? Judgment closes our hearts to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fear and holds us in shame. On whom are you placing judgment right now? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. Today's soul action, Aquarius. Look at the person you are judging as if you were looking at a small child. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment for myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved, I am whole, I am limitless, and so are they. That's a really powerful one. And this has been coming up a lot, judgment. You see it here in your reading as well. Sometimes we judge ourselves harshly. We judge others. I mean, every single person at one point has done that. And what can happen is it can actually lower your frequencies, because judgment and shame is one of the lowest frequencies there is here on planet Earth. But what happens is we can form an addiction. Believe it or not, there's a book, I think it's Gabby Bernstein, that writes a judgment detox, it may be, but we can actually form an addiction of judging ourselves and judging others, and it holds us into that lower vibrational frequency. Some of you, that's what you're working through. You have here, does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Look at these two little kids riding their bike. They are playing. They are letting go. They are freeing themselves. In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Today's soul action, Aquarius. What would happen if you added more play and laughter into your world? What area is lacking right now? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything, right? So many times we get focused on we have to produce, we have to be, we have to be in this energy of constantly having some sort of physical, tangible thing, right? But it's okay to just be. That's productivity in itself, right? All right, messages from your spirit animals. This is interesting. You have groundhog spirit, which says, time to let go. You have the letting go. So extra confirmation here for you that this is the time to let go of old patterns, limiting beliefs, behaviors that no longer serve you. Maybe it's an old job or a relationship that's one-sided. Whatever this is, it's going to be different for each of you. Let it go. Some of you may be 31 years old, 61 or 28, or you may have a birthday on the 31st or the 28th or even the 7th. We also have turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Give with gratitude and grace. Yeah, because when we start to raise our frequency, our vibrations, when we lift that judgment off of ourselves and off others, when we start to do that by living in gratitude, being grateful that this person showed up in your life to teach you some very valuable lessons, being grateful for who you are right now in this moment, being grateful for all that you have, right? It raises the vibration and it shifts from fear to love, right? If you want to know how do you do the work, that's a piece of it. That's a piece of it. All right, frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Yeah, a lot of energy here about release, clearing out the old, clearing out mental clutter. Some of you may find that in the month of June, you're organizing, you're clearing out closets, you're getting rid of stuff, maybe even having a garage sale, selling items online. So clearing out the clutter is going to do you a world of good. I love this. And last but not least here, Aquarius, you have the milk and honey card. Pay attention to the rainbows is what I just heard. And you can see the rainbow on that card here. One moment, I'll pull it up in just a second. Now, some of you may also be 51 years old, or you may be in a 6th personal year, or you may be a 6th life path. Milk and honey is about the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance and trusting that your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. When all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone. Wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs can be met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. Okay, I'm going to read the protection message because some of you may still be working on the shadow here, and I'm just going to read the protection here. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly, before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than before, right? You may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. You are so loved, Aquarius. You're so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. Absolutely. And I feel like a lot of you, if you're single, your heart is... your heart's calling will be answered. It says, let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. So there's that energy here of, gratitude as well. And authenticity. This version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. There's opportunities here that are leading you to your best life, Aquarius. Be open to them because you're getting a sweet taste of what it is that you do want. But we need to do the work. So regardless of where you are on your stage of self-help, self-development, personal growth, some of you watching may be here, others of you may be here. It's not a competition. It's not a race. We don't have to put others down because they're not at our level, right? We don't have to judge. Just be on your path. As I always like to say, watch your own bobber, right? This is about you being able to do the work. And a lot of you are ready to release, spread your wings, and see what other beautiful opportunities are being presented to you with this milk and honey. So pay attention to the rainbows. Some of you may see a rainbow here in the next month, in the month of June. For others of you, you may see it on a logo. You could see it on a shirt. This could represent, oh, I love the little baby elephant here as well. Do you see the baby elephant? I feel like you have the strength and the courage. And also they're giving me Ganesh. Ganesh is elephant. So a remover of obstacles. Remover of obstacles, Aquarius. These are being removed from your way because you've done the work. Pat yourself on the back. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to hit that share, like, and subscribe and bell button if you are vibing with this channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.